up, people? You know what? Miss Grace Jabari is not going to let her foot up off of Jonathan Majors' neck, okay? Now, not only have criminal charges been filed and he has been found guilty in a court of law, not only is he going to prison and he is going to be receiving a sentence here soon, but now Miss Jabari is filing a civil lawsuit against Jonathan Majors for defamation of character and for harming her. Now, she alleges that while in London, there were several times that he, would, harm her. He would throw her up against the shower wall. She would talk on the phone with her mom and laugh, and it would anger him. She said that his anger was just outrageous, y'all. We got to get into this. And so I want you to let me know, do you feel like, based off of what she's saying, that this defamation of character lawsuit is, legit and she needs to be paid? Let's get into this and talk about it. Welcome to Royer's Corner. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, I'm glad you're back again. Hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Let's get into this. Jonathan Majors sued by ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari, claims of A and defamation, okay? So here is Jonathan. Here is the ex-girlfriend, Miss Grace Jabari. I mean, this is going up. So Jonathan Majors' lawyer tells TMZ this is no surprise. Mr. Majors is preparing counterclaim against Miss Jabari. Jonathan Majors is being taken back to court by his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari, who's now suing him over the assault case. And some other stuff she claims went down beforehand. Jabari just filed suit against Majors in the docs obtained by TMZ. She's getting into a lot more details about other alleged instances that she claims occurred before the March 2023 incident that landed him in criminal court, and which ultimately ended with a conviction, okay? So she's ready to talk. She's ready to tell it all now. She said it's out here. The battle has been won. And so I might as well tell the whole story, okay? She's telling it all. In GJ's lawsuit, she claims the alleged abuse she endured at the hands of Majors started as early as 2021 after they started dating, especially pointing out a time at the end of that year, which she says became the first she started to fear him and his temper. This after she mentioned a previous relationship, which she says pissed him off and led to a verbal attack, okay? So he's verbally attacking her. His temper, she's fearful, she's scared, and I don't really know Miss Jabari's past, but maybe, she is used to this pattern of a relationship and that's why she stayed so long. Because in my head, I do question, why did you stay so long? But when you're used to a certain pattern, when you're used to something, happening, it's familiar to you. So maybe this behavior was familiar to her and she was just staying with what she knew. That's the best I can come up with to thinking, because me, exit stage left is where I would have been on a trip, on my flight back to wherever I live, all the way. There are other alleged instances of abuse that she cites, including the claims that Majors threw her into a shower wall after he got angry with her, while alleged proceeding to throw objects like candles and other miscellaneous items. He can't even look her up in the face while she's testifying. Now, this is from the court in 2023, December 8th date, okay? She goes on to claim Majors assaulted her in London a number of occasions while he was still in town filming Loki. Jabari also claims simple things like having company over or laughing on the phone with her mother would anger him and cause him to fly off at the handle, with her alleging he smashed her headphones or even at times her head. The things people will endure, to stay in a relationship with, who they love. Love, this is not love, honey. And I hope you see that now, okay? Now, Jabari cites one alleged instance in which she claims that Majors got so angry with her that he slammed her head against a marble floor and even alleged strangled her. She claims it was during this time in London that he gave his Coretta Scott the Okay, so this is when he was telling her, he was saying in his interview, be like Coretta Scott King, be like Michelle Obama. Well, Mr. Obama, I know for sure he don't be slamming Michelle's head up against no marble. I know for sure he ain't telling her to be like, no. Because she knows who she is and she walks in her power and authority. See, when you don't know who you are, you allow people to treat you any old kind of way. And that's what he was doing. He was, according to what she's saying and from what I'm gathering, he was treating you the way you was allowing him to treat you instead of you womaning up and, being who you know that you, or maybe you didn't know who you want to be. But this is the signs, to me, in my opinion, would you go through when you don't really know who you are. You end up in these bad situations, in these bad relationships, trauma bonding. This is a trauma bonding situation because he has just as many issues as she does because they collided together with this foolishness. Eventually, Jabari brings up incident from March 2023, again repeating her claims that he hit her in the car when she tried to look at his phone over a text from another woman. Miss Megan, was that you? She goes on to claim that he twisted her fingers in the car and that when he got out and she followed, he threw her back in like a football. Okay, so here's the pictures of that alleged situation. Okay. All of this was discussed at length during trial, and in the end, the jury convicted Majors over what the jury saw from the evidence outside of the vehicle. Here, however, she doubled down again in the lawsuit, insisting he assaulted her in the car and claiming it was the boiling point of what she alleges was a lengthy relationship littered with abuse. As we reported, Majors was convicted of a misdemeanor assault and harassment in December, and he's currently awaiting sentencing, even though his team has filed to have the conviction tossed. Another thing Jabari is suing Majors for is defamation, alleging he tarnished her reputation by claiming she lied about the physical abuse during interview he did pre and post trial. We've reached out to Majors camp for comment. So far, no word back. Woo! Mr. Majors, y'all have a lot of explaining to do. This is a lot. And you kind of get to a point, it's like, where do you fall on the spectrum? Like, even though he has been found guilty in a court of law, do you feel that these actual things have gone down, due to Jonathan Major, or do you feel like, her truth is being stretched a little bit? I feel like that there are issues on both ends. I feel like both parties played a part in this. And I just have the mindset of like, if anybody hits anybody, if a man hits a woman or a woman hits a man, you can't be mad at the reaction of how it comes back. That's why I believe keep your hands to yourself. Because when it comes back at you, you cannot be mad, when whatever happens. We're just going to leave it at that, when whatever happens. And I really think that, like I said, when you don't know yourself, when you don't know your worth and your value, you end up in these relationships and you stick in them trying to find yourself, trying to figure out them. And it's a hot mess. But based off of everything that I see, I think the man is going to jail already. What more do you want? We're getting this abuser off the street, okay? We're getting him off the street, okay? He is paying for the crime that he has been found guilty for. And I just think at this point, ma'am, you need to walk away and do your work and get your help and get your life together so that we don't see you in another situation like this. But those are my thoughts and opinions. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Hit the like button on this video. If you're not a subscriber, check out my channel. If you like what we got going on, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell on all. That way you see each and every time I post a video with you in mind. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I will catch y'all next time in Rhea's Corner. There's my heart. Bye.